All right, folks, and tonight on Friday Night on the Homestead, the topic is going to be, it's a double feature. So what do we have coming up here? First, we're going to be talking about the National Cyber Attack exercise that was going on all day today, and it is still going on from what I understand. And the next thing is going to be the Camppatton Family Compound giveaway. So let's pop back here and I double check something over there. Okay, all right. Now, so tonight we're going to be talking about, so first of all, we got a lot of comments in. So let's go up here and do the check out the roll call and get it back up to the top. Scroll back up. There we go. All right. So the first one in tonight was Backwoods Law, followed by Uncle Al, then Courtney's husband, then the Homesteading and Preparedness Collective, CR, that's Creative Redundancy from North of the Border, Raven Cat, Homestead Cecilia, Scott Stevens, Sheila, Stassi. Stephen Scott and Sheila Scott, I don't know if they're connected or not. Built on the Rock Homestead. Everyone's talking, chit-chatting. Duncan, 1900 Homestead. Built on the Rock, I already said that. 6 Acres Farm and Rescue. Wide Family Farm, that's Courtney. And that's starting that up. Stringfield Ridge Farm is here. Camo and Bo's Homestead. Going down. Everybody's trying just making sure I don't miss anybody going down here. Trying to catch up. Johnny Tech is here. Kaylin Strain is here. Aideneer is here. How to Garden. Huh?
Bob's here.
Yeah, I'm not down to Bob yet. I got a lot of names. Man. I froze. All right, I'm going as fast as I can. Prep Standing with Belinda's here. And Courtney's husband already said. Gray Man is here. Different Gray Man.
Now taking donations to help Gil's superpower speedy through chat window.
Okay, and there was a note in there that Gray Man Prepping added a special gift or prize other than what is on the normal wheel. So that'll be, so anybody in the chat has an opportunity to get, there's Bob, to get that other prize, and we'll get to that later. But first, let's get in here to the, wait a minute, guys. Hey, hold, this belongs on Gray Man. Yeah, I know it belongs on Gray Man Prepping. So why is it here? I don't know why it's here. Why is it here? I don't know. All right, the reason is...
his anti-cloaking device isn't working very well.
The reason we're doing this here as far with the cyber thing instead of on Gray Man Prepping is because it's today. And so we're going to talk about a little bit about today, and then we're going to get into it. So let's go move over here. All right. So we got the cooking giveaway, and then, all right. So let's do this. Oh, by the way, everybody, if you can, share this out on your social media. And let's get into it. All right, so cyber incident planning and response. There's a bunch of organizations getting in on this drill exercise, whatever you want to call it today. Unlike last year, this is interesting. Well, I'm going to wait for a second to tell you what's interesting. I'm just going to talk about it, a little bit about it. The reason is they do this is to prevent bad guys, whether from the homegrown ones here in the U.S. living in their mama's basement, or the ones being paid by corporations, or the ones overseas in other countries, from getting in, hacking in, and causing all sorts of mayhem and idiocracy. So
it's kind of hard to prevent that. Washington's full of that as it is. But I mean, you were there for a while. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I know very well. So it's not just they're not just talking about network cyber hacking and attacks and stuff, but it's also your home computer is what they're trying to help protect with these things. So you don't see The screen of death. And of course, the military is helping out as role players on both sides of the agenda. So, and that's what's going on. So I'm just going to pop this next one. Okay, so we're going to the blank screen for a second. So we're going to drop back here again. Interesting thing is on this particular one over last year, my team that I used to work with got shut out because they needed them up and running. So they have nothing to do with it. They set them aside and they set up a fake unit up there for them to try to hack into. And so my team is totally, all right, you guys don't worry about it. We're isolating you so you can keep on operating like you're supposed to operate normal. And they say they've had no problems. No one's gotten into them accidentally or otherwise, thinking they're part of the exercise or anything. So, but then they also been checking on their own, and they haven't heard anything from any of the groups about whether they've had bad mistakes or or everything was going good. And so this is sort of like a no news is good news. I don't think so. I think a no news in this case would be somebody screwed up. And they don't want to say, all right, yeah, we had an accident and this is how it happened. So all you bad guys, now you know how you can get in. So I think they're keeping their mouths shut because somebody found a hole in the wall.
As the old saying goes, loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, yep. So they're being very quiet about it. So it's been unusually quiet. And the only thing I could find, let me see if I can bring this up here, on it, and go back to this screen here. I tried doing news, seeing if anybody's leaking anything in the news. 6 days ago, 8 hours ago, they're talking about wrapping up for the exercise because cyber attacks are getting worse as the pandemic opens businesses back up. They're talking about the Cyber Shield enhances partnership, what's going on today. And that, they're talking about just other stuff about it. And that's all it was when I did Cyber Exercise 2021. Well, when I put today's date in, not much else changed. We got, of course, our glorious shining example of tripping upstairs there, talking about, from May. And there's not really much talking about it. So it's been pretty dead out there, even in the news organizations that have their people inside to leak them information. They ain't leaking nothing. So that tells me they found a significant hole or holes in what they thought they had plugged from last year. So that's it for that part. Hey, so that part went a lot quicker because I thought last year I had a whole bunch of information I had found out and could talk about things that they did. This year it's nothing. They put the black hat on it. So nobody's seeing anything. Hey, Grampy Campy, Bear Creek Homestead. And so, yeah, things are a little bit unnerving. So I'm going to talk about some stuff later on after we do the giveaway about just general farming, homesteading preparedness, city slicker on there, trying to do preparedness at home. We're going to talk a little bit about that and what's going on. Yeah, backwoods. I've heard about those. Actually, I've been involved with a few exercises that turned real because somebody made a mistake. All right. So we are going to have do some giveaway here. And let me I got the stuff down here. So I'm switching from this hat to this hat. And we're going to talk about the giveaway stuff here. And pull this stuff up here where I can get at it. All right. So we're giving away three prizes from Camppatton Family Compound. And, of course, the one from Gray Man Prepping. The three from that I'm going to show you here, I've already got the wheel filled out from those that made comments on the giveaway video. And so I went back and I double checked the video itself. I went through my comment section and I went through my emails where sometimes I'll get an email, somebody made a comment on a video, but the comment never shows up. So I went back and double checked everything. And so the first book, and actually, let me go. I'm going to kill my green screen here, so the books actually show. Where is it? There we go. Green screen,
Johnny.
And none. All right, so I'm killing the green screen, and Dusty Data's in the house. Guys, Dusty's been putting out some really great shorts here lately. They are. I find them very entertaining. Okay, so the third place one we're going to do is Wagon Wheels Kitchens from Food on the Oregon Trail, and it's a nice book on this. So that's going to be the third place winner. So we'll be doing that one first. The second place winner is one of my mom's favorite books, The Frugal Gourmet, Jeff Smith. And this thing is a thick book. Yes, it's small. The printing's small. The recipes, if I can get the work right here. Come on, turn. It doesn't want to. There we go. And it's got illustrations and other things in there as well. So,
hey, Ryder Dust, long time no see.
And oops, I forgot something. Let me grab something here real quick.
Oops.
Hey, Ryder Dust. So the first place is going to be The Fine Art of Garnishing. And it says from radish roses to watermelon whales, etc. With that comes a instruction tape for garnishing tools. Okay. And then on top of that, the first place person also gets, open up this ancient envelope here.
Damn.
Pull out. All right. And what this is place settings. How do you all your silverware setting? And it has a wheel here that turns for the different types of settings, place settings with a 3-course meal, 4-course, whatever, and all the different things. So those of you who want to get highfalutin and
freeze up like Gil did,
and freeze up like I did, get highfalutin, upper crust, and all that other fun stuff, this is what will be great for it. My mom didn't pull this out all the time, but she did pull this out occasionally and made us look at it. So let's go back here for the first drawing is going to be for the Wagon Wheel Kitchens. That's for the third place. And let me bring over the wheel up here. So these are all the names. There's 18 names in here that I pulled off, and just looking to see if there's anything else on the, hang on, let me double check one thing here. Yeah, nobody snuck in here at the last minute other than Courtney's husband and Fishes. All right, so we're going to do the spin for the first one here, and around and around and around it goes. And it's going to be Andrew Barker. If Andrew's in here, Andrew has 30 seconds to say, "I'm here." So let's see if Andrew pops up.
Because you got about, my side is showing about a 12-second delay.
I got about 30-second delay here.
I got 8 seconds on the other computer over here.
But I haven't seen them say anything yet either, so they might not.
All right, Cecilia, you say names are missing. So whose name's missing? Because I went through and I checked and I put everybody's name in on it.
For the people on the video itself.
Yes.
Not the people here in chat.
Not the people in the chat, the people on the video that commented on the video. She says hers was missing, and let me see here. No, yours is on there. Your name is on there, Cecilia.
Yeah,
It's on there. All right. So Andrew has another 10 seconds to say that he's here. Otherwise, I'm just going to remove him, and we'll spin it again for the third place. Cecilia, you did comment on the video, and you're on here. So I'm going to remove.
Those who don't understand the wheel can only show so many names.
It shows all the names.
Second layer as well. So if you don't see it on the first one, if you watch close enough, you will see your name pop up in there.
See right here, Raven Cat Cecilia. So there you're on there. All righty. Okay, so second try for third place is all right.
Nana.
Is Nana in the house? I didn't see her make any comments, so we'll give her 1 minute to find out if she's here. And I know she made the comment that she's a cookbook hoarder. So has anybody seen Nana's on here? She has not come in yet. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's Sherry. I know that's Sherry.
From says no Nana.
Yeah, no Nana. Yeah, that's Sherry from Two Family, right? All right. Well,
she's in the hospital.
She's in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what Duncan said.
Okay. Dang. All right. So pop her off, and we will spin again.
Springfield says Sherry is sick.
All right, Stephen.
Which Stephen is that? Scott?
Stephen Scott. Yeah, he made a comment before. So Stephen, if you're still here, say I'm here. So I know he was here at the beginning. Let's see if he's still here.
Stephen says I'm here.
Yep, there he is. All right, Stephen, down in the description down below, you'll find the Camppatton Family Compound email. Email me your address, and I will send this out to you here. All right, so actually I want to write on here. I know use a little Post-it here. Stephen, C-O-T-T. All right, so go ahead and remove Stephen's name off there. And since he's got his all tagged and ready for him, so I'll set that down here off to the side. Second place now book will be for the Frugal Gourmet, and let's see who gets that one.
And
Uncle Al.
What?
You won.
Oh, thanks. Will just stopped in. And it's the Frugal Gourmet?
Yeah, the Frugal Gourmet, Jeff Smith. So I'll be sending that off to you, Al.
Good. I like cookbooks. I like.
Did you see what Camombo said?
What?
If he won, he's going to give it to Sherry.
Okay. And so, Uncle Al.
You got my address already?
Yeah, I still got. Oh, I got it locked in over here. All right, so pop that one out. Now for the first place, one with all the garnishing tools, the videotape, and the book. Who wins first?
Not me. I didn't enter. I can't say that name.
Thanks, everybody.
Sand Hollow Homestead. Butch. Is Butch in the house? I haven't seen Butch. I haven't seen Butch. Give him a couple seconds. Give him about 30 seconds here or so to pop up. I have not seen Butch, and Butch usually comments a whole bunch during the live stream.
There you go.
Yeah, he's over there. He's cooking over there on Western Idaho. WD, you needed to enter on the video that was been out for what, 3-4 weeks now?
Yes.
And I've mentioned it on the live streams. I've actually on several of the live streams at the bottom. I had the thing. All right, so Butch is not here, so I'm going to remove Butch, and we're going to spin again for the first place.
Yay, Dustin.
It's rigged.
Dustin, Courtney's husband. All right, so
I smell fish and stuff. That's the third item that household's won.
So this is what Dustin won. So I'll put it on here, and then I will get that off to him. Okay, Dustin. Okay, and all right. Now, what Gray Man Prepping, let me drop this down for a second. The Gray Man Prepping channel has donated is a survivor knife. And this one has not been opened up, so let me grab my other one here and pop this open. Got 4 pieces of tape on it. I've been giving these away off and on for quite a while here. Come on. Okay, so it's opening up. So we got a little knife in here. So put the Velcro on it here and make sure I don't get cut this time.
Yeah, I'm not there to administer first aid. Sorry.
Okay, so it's got a little knife here. Right down here is a little notch. That notch is for the ferrule rod. So you got a ferrule rod and the knife in here. All right, so this is going to be for anybody in the chat here.
You may want to refresh that because there has been people that said something come in since.
Yeah, no, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to set this off to the side here for a second. So while we're put it together, I'm trying to remember how to add everybody in the chat into here. I know we did that before.
I have a suggestion though.
Yeah.
Some ain't gonna like this, and I may have missed it, but I don't think I did. But until he does videos of the last items that household got sent, he can't have the new one.
Ooh, Dustin!
Get busy, boy.
Yeah.
Froze.
Yeah, you need to get the video out on the plasma lighter and the waterproof case and the fire kit, the Zippo fire kit. Oh.
Good evening, Miss Lisa.
Hey, Miss Lisa.
Here.
Yeah. All right. So how do I'm trying to remember how I import the names.
Go to your top 3 buttons.
On StreamYard or on
YouTube?
On YouTube. So I'm going to go over another one over here. Oh, that's on that. Hang on. I'm going to have to reopen this up over here. Hang on a second here. Okay. YouTube. Yeah, sorry guys, this is going to take me a second. Oh, there we go. Not
go participant.
I got it. Hang on here. So top 3 buttons. Participants.
And then copy and paste all of those into your reel.
Do I have to highlight? Do I have to drag over?
Yeah, you'll have to highlight it all.
Highlight it all. Okay, hang on here.
You may want to clear out your current box.
Yeah, I will. Control C. All right, so there's that. And I got an ad playing. All right. All right, so let me bring this up here so everyone can see what I'm doing here. So I highlighted everybody here. Come on here.
Just take it easy, Dustin. We don't need you getting hurt while you're trying to do it, though.
Yeah,
right.
So highlight everybody, Control C. Come over here to the wheel. Backspace there. Come on. It only did.
That means everybody wins.
No. Let me try it this way here from fish it. No. Try if I do it this way here.
Yep. That's it.
Control C. Back over here. Control V. There we go. And that's everybody that's been commenting here. And I want to make sure, Lisa, everyone's in there. Everyone's in there. Okay. However, I need to pull one out. I don't need to be getting it.
Okay.
And I didn't see mine, but if it is, pull mine out as well.
Well, I don't think you've made any comments on the.
I did, but I don't think it picked it up, so we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Did you get WD?
How long has it, WD? If you're still all right, WD. Anybody that does not see their name up here.
Yeah, you have to have commented in like the last 5 minutes in order for it to pick you up. So if you've been sitting here for the last 10 minutes and not said something, now would be the time to pipe up and say something.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, you got GIT there.
Yeah.
Okay. And all right. So let me get in here. JIT. Heard this.
I don't see Shady Hills there.
Shady Hills.
Yep.
All right. SHADY Hills HILLS. All right. Anybody else that's
HPC?
All right. Everybody's talking again. All right. So let me try this again. Let me come over here and
You have to refresh it.
Yeah, refresh.
No, you could. Okay.
I'm just going to do it this way here and do participants. And let's see if I get, come on, everybody in here now. Control C.
Oh, it faded on you. You didn't get it. Do it again.
It
faded out before you hit Control C.
C. Okay. And let me try this thing here. All right. So I got.
Hold on. Let's see.
Sheila.
Okay, that looks better. Yeah, it looks better.
Did Steven drop out?
Can't tell.
Can't tell.
He hadn't said that in a while, so.
Okay. Yeah. There he is. Put me in good. Okay. So I got STEVEN. See, I'm trying to do it right here. Oh, Tennessee Tactical just came in. I put TE10 TAC. All right. The CR in there.
Lisa. He doesn't look good in white. We have to get him a kind of a eggshell, grayish type color. He's not. He wouldn't look good in white.
Right.
Okay,
Something gray.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Gil, and is Camppatton in here again? Yes, Camppatton Family of Compounds in here again, so I can pull it out really quick. Delete. There we go. And I think I got everybody.
Great. Spin the wheel.
All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's for the knife.
Blah. Last minute entry.
Last minute, Steven.
Golf clap.
Okay. All right, so Steven got this from the Gray Man Prepping channel. And let me get stuff over here real quick. There.
Rob's just stopped in.
Okay, hang on a second. I want to throw one thing up here real quick if I can get this up here real quick. And just so everyone knows, Control C, drop that down. All right, and for those that are interested, Gray and PRE that aren't subscribed to it, my other channel, Gray Man Prepping. There's the link to it. Link to Gray Man Prepping. That's where I'm moving most of my emergency preparedness and videos like that over there. Of course, when there's a big earthquake, I'm going to put it on both channels like I did earlier yesterday. And then, tonight's had a little bit of prepping stuff on it there as well. So, all right. All right, let me go ahead and kill that off now. And
I would like to know where to buy that knife.
All right, this knife, I will show you here in just a second.
He's already 2 seconds over.
All right, give me a second here. I'm going to bring it up here. Wish list. And that was, I think that was under Scouts. Let me see. Is that under Scouts?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm looking for it.
Right there, next to that item.
You're talking to Boy Scouts, right?
Yeah, I have a folder on a wish list for Scouts, and it's not there. Trying to find out where it was at. All right, let me do it another way. SERVI. Survivor.
I can answer that while he's doing that drops. I do not think anything major is going to happen. I think it's the earth trying to clear its belly from drinking too much stuff. Now, how like when you drink too much liquid and you wiggle your belly, it makes all kinds of funny noises. That's all the earth's doing right now. It's just making a lot of
this.
Okay, here we go. I'm bringing it up here.
Okay.
So I put in on Amazon Survivor knife. This popped up. This is the two box set for $9.90, and that's the one that I'm giving out here. There's several several of them that I had in there, but I've also had. If you look around, So the single one is $8.99. If you get the 2-pack, it's $9.90. So for 91 cents more, you get the 2-pack. So that's it.
Kind of cute.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens here in California other than minor earthquakes. I live near a feedlot. When it earthquakes, the cow goes moo 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 moo, and I get a flood of dust and flies towards my house.
Yeah. So that's where the knife comes from. On the blade it says Survivor on the blade, like this. But the 2-pack is the deal, and so come on. There we go. So this is what the 2-pack is there.
Tennessee, that link I just dropped is per your question.
Yeah. All righty. So that's on
Froze.
That's on
That's on Amazon, Carol. And so that's the knife set. My Scouts absolutely love this. This was one of the prizes they got when they got their totem chip, which means they passed all the safety stuff for handling knives and everything else. And so, boom.
Hey, Carol, that link I put up was to the flag that Tennessee asked about. He asked about where I got that flag. That's what my link is for.
Okay, and if anybody's interested in this, there's the link for the knives on Amazon. Survivor HK serial numbers and stuff. Yeah, 2-pack. So, all right. So we've got that done. And
night, Belinda.
Belinda's leaving?
Yeah, she has to go wake up tomorrow.
Good night. And get down to new comments. There we go.
No problem.
All right. For everyone, for the next couple of minutes, I want to talk about, and Dave and Al are going to jump in on this, I know.
Oh boy.
The current situation in the United States weather-wise. And this has to do with
everybody.
But since we're a homesteading community with a little prepping community in here, it's getting ugly, folks. This is just one of those seasonal cycles. It has nothing to do with the grand solar maximum, right, Dave?
No. You said that wrong. You
said that wrong.
Yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do with the grand solar minimum. Which people like Alaska Prepper and I can't think of all these other
couple
channels.
Others.
Canadian.
Yeah, and they're big channels.
Yeah.
They've all been saying for last year, we're going into a grand solar minimum. Everything's going to do this or do that. We're not going into grand solar minimum.
No.
We've already had an X-class flare that we haven't had in the last 4 years. We've had a few M and a few C-class flares. Those are all minor. They've all been directed away from Earth, so we're not going to feel anything from it. We will have geomagnetic instability from them, but the actual CMEs themselves are not headed directly to the Earth.
Right.
They're one of the biggest things that people need to be aware of and to do their own research in when it comes to weather on this planet is the tilt of the Earth. Remember, it doesn't spin straight up and down. It's kind of tilted. And right now it's inching past that 23.5 degree mark. If it hits 24 degrees, let's put it this way, the equator, there are places on the equator will be the poles, and the poles are going to be the equator.
Yeah.
That's putting it mildly. That's what happens when the Earth reaches a certain point in the tilt, poles will flip completely. Yeah. If you check on the movement of the poles, you'll see in the last 25 years, they've been actually speeding up their movements. This is a cyclical event. Geological history has proven it in the past. It ain't got a darn thing to do with man because I'll use their numbers, even though I don't agree with them. 200 million years ago, the same crap happened and there wasn't no man on the Earth.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do with man.
And it's not carbon dioxide.
Actually it has something to do with carbon dioxide, but the Earth produces plenty of itself. There's enough trees on this planet still to take care of it.
Right.
You've got methane that is released from the poles, from underneath the ice. You've got methane being released from the ground in Russia, which is where some of them giant, and I mean giant sinkholes in the middle of farm fields are coming from. It's methane release.
Night, Lisa.
So
good night, Lisa.
It's a cyclical event. It happens about every 12,000 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean,
yeah. So we're going to be getting a little bit warmer here, but the thing I want to point out is that with all some areas are getting warmer, other areas are getting wetter,
drenched.
Exactly. And some areas are going to total drought, while others are drenched. Some areas are actually reporting cooler temperatures than normal because everything is, the Earth also doesn't just spin; it wobbles while it spins on that
drunken sailor.
Yeah. So things are Stephen Hawking would have a hard time trying to calculate how the pattern of the spin of the Earth right now. The
WD is not yet.
Yeah. So that's a pole shift is a possibility, but
the poles are shifting. They're set to meet. Now, this isn't like the sun where the poles every 11 years literally flip over. North goes to south, south goes to north. Every 11 years, the sun does a flip. Right now, currently, the Earth has both poles moving to the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
Nice and kind of a wiggly line, both going to meet in the Indian Ocean. Now, there's two philosophies here in this, is that when they meet in the Indian Ocean, one of them will snap to the opposite side of the planet. That's one theory. The other theory is when they meet, they're going to create a nice little problem for humanity, and then they'll go back to where they were. In either case, the current rotation of the Earth will be changed. If it goes complete flip to where they meet and then separate and go to new poles, America is going to be a whole lot colder than it is now. The new equator will be running. I'd have to go pull up the map again. I can't remember, but it's not. America will be kind of cold.
Yeah.
Depending on where the equator winds up going around the Earth.
Right. And where the North Pole and South Pole is going to end up too. Because I just did a video on the mega heat wave.
Yeah.
And I think Dave has a video of the new equator Didn't you put one up, Dave?
No, suspicious observers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but one of the things I wanted to point out is that what we can do, no matter what, if you're not growing food and canning food, and you're capable of doing it, do it. If you have water storage, and you can add to it. There's no telling what exactly is going to happen. In fact, it may all of a sudden, as it's wandering over towards that 24 degree, all of a sudden starts wandering back. We don't know what's going to happen.
Nope. I have no idea.
Like I'd like to tell everybody, prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, we can't tell WD, but next week, if you're in Portland or Seattle, it's going to be 110.
Well, it was that today, according to Martha.
Okay,
she's right there.
Let me see who asked. Somebody asked if I could pull up a map. To Rider Dust. I am going to drop a link into Suspicious Observers. There it is. That's the video discussing it. It's the easiest chart I can find for you without me wrecking my already painful head at the moment.
Yeah.
That would be the best place to look, and just follow that channel. Gives updates every day as far as solar activity. You want to know what is happening here? Look up there.
Yeah. So what my concern is that some of us in the community here aren't doing everything we should be doing to get ourselves ready. And I know the hardest thing for people to store is water. And because water is bulky, it's, a gallon is a gallon. You can't vacuum it down into a smaller size. You can't dehydrate it. You can't, you can't change the structure size of water or the weight. It weighs 8.8 pounds per gallon.
Right. And a lot of you folks remember Uncle Alan lives in the desert. So I'm fairly knowledgeable about this. And my nephew has my dairy. But like I said, I have a cattle tank. And people wondering, where do you get those big tanks from, Uncle Al? There's a farm supply. You go to the farm supply, you order cattle tank, 10 grand. And people are looking at me, I don't need a water storage unit that big. It's a small size of a small house, 10,000 gallons. Uncle Alan has 6 of those at the dairy.
Yeah.
So that's 60,000. 60,000 gallons of water, because we needed to wash the cows, to treat everything, and take care of my family. So I ain't kidding around. For you out there, go to your local, I forgot. It's a big blue barrel, 55 gallon from Uniline. You go to a dealer, wholesaler, they do have it, but make sure it's food grade.
Yeah.
You do not want to get the ones for toxins or poisons.
All right. Answer the question here from CB. Is there a lock for a water barrel? Not really.
No.
About the only thing you can do, depending on the type barrel and how big of a lip it has around the outside, is to get a bar that goes across and put a hasp, build something and bolt it to it, so it's lock it. But water barrels generally don't have locks. Now there is a type that has no openings on it. It's a whole lid comes off, and it's got a locking bar on it that you can put a padlock on. But that's not exactly the best to store water in, because when you open it up, the whole 2-foot diameter top is open.
Michelle, water doesn't go bad. It gets oxygenated, which means the oxygen molecules, I can't speak tonight, sorry. The oxygen molecules will actually separate a little bit from the water. Not completely, otherwise your water would have major issues. It would no longer be H2O. But it does separate. Turns to like an H1O maybe, I guess. But all you got to do is shake the water up. It'll get rid of that stale taste.
Yeah.
As long as you're in a clean container. if the container has had any chemicals or even food stuff, after water's been in it for a while, you will pull that taste out. So if you're going to store water in a blue barrel, make sure it's brand spanking new, never been used. Scrub the daylights out of it with some Dawn dish soap because that's the most gentle soap there is. Then rinse it out. When you go to rinse it with a bleach water mix to make sure you pull all that soap out of it. Then rinse it with straight clean water, and then store your water in it. If you want to make sure it stays bacteria free, make sure you mix the proper amount of bleach in the water. Certain number of drops per gallon. It's usually like 6 drops per gallon of bleach. So if you got a 50-gallon drum, times 6 by 50, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, to answer Kaylin's question, my nephew has a tanker truck, and we know on our property where we graze our cattle, we have an artesian spring. So we tap into that. And for...
Kayla point out a very good point here again to remind everybody. Do not put your plastic barrels, totes, jugs, whatever on concrete.
Nope, it'll leach the lime right out of your cement
into the water. And I know it sounds weird, but yeah, the plastic is not totally impervious. Stuff will go through it.
And lye in water is a bad thing for your body.
Yeah.
Right. Also, what happens is it's kind of a weird osmosis principle. Ground's negative, the barrel's positive, and it leaches through.
Yeah.
That's why you put it on a wooden pallet, and it's secure on a wooden pallet. Dave's know it. We have trucker's tape. You wrap the thing up, you tighten the barrel, and it won't get off that pallet. It'll stay there until you let go.
Now, one other thing here is, Tennessee Tactile wanted to get a couple of totes, and somebody reminded him to make sure that try to get new ones or ones that don't have content. You know, you got to make sure what was in them. If they had a syrup slurry, like for making that they use in alcohol stuff, you know, if it's food that was in there, you got to make sure you get it clean.
Right. You're on my Discord channel, if I remember correctly. I have several PDFs in there discussing water purification in the Discord channel. But all you got to do is put in a Google search bleach water treatment, and it gives you, there's 2 different ones. There's 6 drops per gallon and 8 drops per gallon. Use regular bleach. Do not use scented. Do not use extra strength. Because in order for it to be extra strength, they've had to condense it down some. That creates extra issues. Just use straight, normal, ordinary, 100% bleach.
Okay, I got to.
Everybody goes to Dave Discord channel. It explains everything.
Guys, there's something else here that'll help you on that. I'm going to bring it up here real quick here. And this is the CERTFIE Field Guide, GUIDE, Operating Guide. Here we go. And back over here. All right.
Right here. The woods.
This one right here in yellow.
Hey, Kevin.
We've talked about this. Put it up. We've put the link up onto it before. This is the CERT Field Operating.
Froze.
The CERT Field Operating Guide. I'm looking around here. That's what I'm looking for my hard copy here. Inside of it, the first couple pages are the index for the guide. The first actual page that tells you what to do stuff. Guess what it is? It's on water. It has the charts on how much water to put in there, and it will not let me go inside. No, it won't. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make Dave big. There we go. There, Dave has it right there. 1 gallon, 8 drops in clear water. If it's dirty water, move it up, Dave.
Right there.
I can't see. That's the clean water.
No, right there. If water is cloudy, double the recommended dosage.
Oh, well, they say that one just says double. Mine actually has 2 different ones on it, but yeah. So if it's cloudy, double the recommended dosage. So if it's cloudy water, use 16 drops of bleach per gallon. All right. This is the CERT Field Guide is a federally set up user manual to do stuff, and it is absolutely Yeah. The bomb. All right, Ryan the Gamer. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Ryan.
Yeah, a writer test, that's not one in the stuff they give out, but they should have talked about it because that is an expensive book per se.
Yeah,
it's $10. $10. It's a Write in the Rain, has a lot of blank pages in the back to write in. If you drop it in a mud puddle, it's not going to come apart. And I think I put mine back in my bug out bag here.
And it covers landslides, tornadoes, hurricanes, mudslides, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it has the medical triage stuff in it as well.
How to set up sandbags for flood control.
Yeah,
it's got everything you need.
Yeah,
without all the fluff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so 2 things I want to get over here.
Hey, cowboy.
I'm going to throw this back up here.
Didn't
all right, so this, I'm going to make this big so you can see it. All right, this came out 3 days ago. This says excessive heat watch for this. This was issued for the San Francisco Bay Area Hills. That's the area here in red around the Bay Area Hills here. The pink stuff here was the excessive heat watch. Well, guess what they threw out yesterday? They turned the whole friggin' thing into a heat watch. Now, this goes from Friday, when it started at Friday noon today, whereas the other one wasn't supposed to start until tomorrow. So, yeah, heat's going up. The National Weather Service, check for their warnings for your area, whether it's for heat or cold, flooding, or whatever. The other thing I have to say here goes to Backwoods Law. Backwoods Law. I've got something here to sell you here. This is Bernard's dehydrated water. It's the he said cutting your dehydrated water sales, but yeah, this is a fake joke thing. All right.
Yeah, be careful. You pop the top, a giant snake jumps out.
Now you pop the top and it goes and sucks air in. I made rice with canned water. Yeah, you can. They do sell not dehydrated, but they sell canned water.
Right,
some companies expensive, but they also have the ones that are in like the little juice pouches that are supposed to be good. Expensive, but if there's something little you want to put into your bug out bag, that's what we have in a bunch of ours and stuff. We have a bunch of those little ones just to put in there.
Those are the 8-ounce foiled bags full of water.
So all that is just to wet your whistle to get you to where you need to get to.
Right. Oh yeah, and stop buying canned gas, folks. You got a gas station and a nice gas tank you can carry. I seen it online. You could buy a half-liter of canned gasoline.
Yeah.
Seriously, folks, for $15, half-liter.
Yeah. Folks, if you're not on my Discord channel, there is a link to virtually every single video I put out to the Discord channel. If you have a problem getting on the Discord channel or have issues when you get there, send me an email. The link to my email is in my About page on my channel. Old school.
Hey, Martha.
She just got done canning some banana peppers. All right, everybody. The after party is over at Martha's house near Portland. Duncan has a good thing. If you're canning and you have extra spots in your canner, you put a jar or two of water in there and just keep it on the shelf. It adds up over time. And then once it's been through the canner, it's especially if you do it in a pressure canner, it's not only is it canned, but it's sterilized, so it can be used for medical purposes, for a medical wash on a cut. All right, we're getting to the end here. So I got this goes to. I got to put that down there so I don't trip on that. Let me go over here. And so Tuesday, Dave, do you have anything set up for Tuesday yet?
I'm going to try and finish what I started 2 weeks ago and didn't get to do this week because of the heat. Provided I'm not suffering with the heat like I was last week, which there may be a high probability we will be again. I'm going to try and do some more on end time stuff biblically.
Okay, so Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping is going to be, actually, let me see, can I put that back in? Do I still have that? Nope, that's the Amazon one. So on Gray Man Prepping, the topic is being stolen a little bit from Steve at Corsair Trainers. He has a series on this called Reality Check. And so Practical Tuesday is going to be careful what you wish for, a reality check.
Yep.
And so we're going to be talking about things about some way some people wish for things, because sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for, because you may get it and it may not be exactly what you want. Like the guy that I wish I had $1 million, and all of a sudden he's surrounded by 1 million deer. All right, and then next Friday, Dave will be doing the weekly news wrap up again on Southern Ohio prepping, and
I'll try not to rant too hard next week.
And here on Friday on the Homestead, we're going to lighten it up a bit. The topic is, what is the funniest part of homesteading for you? What is the funniest thing that's happened? So, guys, on the side chat, I'm going to want everybody bringing their funny stories. And we will open up, if anybody wants to come up here and tell their funny stories, we will open it up so you can come on up on the panel up here and tell your funny stories of whether it's the way the goat got into the bathtub or whatever it is. Yeah.
Does having a 10-year-old count?
Huh?
So does having a 10-year-old count?
It depends what he does.
Oh, let's not get into it publicly.
Well, hey, how about a 4-year-old who got hold, my grandson who got hold of his dad's razor and tried shaving, and all of a sudden,
mine respects very sharp objects after me laying my hand wide open.
I'm just reading Martha's comment there. Why am I buying so much XYZ?
If you ain't buying stuff now, folks, we've been warning everybody. We warned everybody last year before it happened, and it happened. If you ain't paying attention to pricing right now, you should be, because everything is going up. Mm-hmm. I was at Walmart today looking at stuff. I wanted to buy a couple small steaks to grill out. What I paid for the exact same thing 2 months ago for $10 was $21 today. Same exact cut and size, of steak. I'm not spending $21 on steak. I can't afford it. $10 I would have. It's nice to have one meal a month that Charles and I can kind of splurge. Baked potatoes, sour cream. He doesn't like corn, but he eats it anyway. So the certain cuts of meat have already doubled in price.
Yep, and it's going to get worse, folks. And remember, I'm doing another video tonight. You only have 6. Wait, that's 6, right? I think that's 6. Wait. You only got 6.
There we go.
6 weeks, folks. 6 weeks, and all hell breaks loose, because it's part of the green plan. And it's most. I'm sorry, I'm a farmer by heart. It's the most asinine thing I ever heard. They're saying it prevents CO2. No, it doesn't. You're going to cause.
The problem is, our planet requires CO2 because that's what trees breathe. The CO2 and gives us oxygen. We cut off all the CO2. We cut off all the CO2. The marine stuff dies because they take in CO2 as well. So you get rid of all the CO2. We have marine plants die. We have all the green trees die. We don't have any oxygen. We die.
We die.
Mm-hmm.
My 10-year-old understands that. So how come these people in Washington don't?
Yeah.
They're idiots.
HPC. All right. Once pool water has had chemicals in it, unless you have a $10,000 filter that'll pull those chemicals out, You can't use it for drinking. You can use it for flushing the toilet.
And I would recommend it for keeping your toilets moving during a situation down environment, because those chemicals that are in the pool to keep it clean and safe enough to swim in will help deteriorate, break down, and get rid of the stuff that comes out of your feces.
Yeah. And it also you can use it for washing clothes.
Right.
So there are things you can use it for. You don't want to be taking a shower per se. Although if you have some rinse water, you might use it to make soapy water to soap down with, and use clean water to rinse off with, so you don't have the chlorine chemicals on your body.
Right. Also, I have to tell people, pool water. I hate pool water because I used to work for a pool agency. You got to remember, folks, you cannot drink it unless you have a expensive reverse osmosis machine. You can't use it for your garden, because if it's 3 pool chemicals I know you do not want in your garden. That's arsenic, cyanide, and a certain bromide that's harsher than the chlorine bromide will kill you if you eat the plants. Oh, this carrot looks really good. Munch, munch, munch. And next thing, they're burying you in the garden because you're using fertilizer.
Yeah. All right. Drop says, make sure you don't want to be at the bottom of the hill on sewer. And that's what I like about where my house is here. I'm the last house on the sewer, second to last house on the sewer line. My daughter's house across the street is the last house. So we're at the top of the flow going downhill away from us. But like WD said, also, you can use pool water for firefighting.
Yes.
I ain't worried about it, Carol. I'm good.
All right. So I think we've covered just about everything. Hope everybody is thinking now again on something else about water and trying to get some extra stuff. Oh, Mama Bear Prepping did some great videos on water storage for apartments, because she's in an apartment. She's showing the different type of things they use to store it. Also, last week, Martha, old school prepper, showed some of her water storage and stuff, and how her water stuff with her well and stuff she uses, and her low flowing toilet. So check out old school prepper's video from last week. And I'm not sure, does Martha have a blue wrench? I'm not sure if Martha
she did.
I think Martha has a blue wrench.
Right.
Martha, if you have a blue wrench, go ahead and if you want to throw that link in here really quick for everybody. Let's see. I'm going to be embarrassed if I didn't give her a blue. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. I just scrolled
She
back
says
there.
thanks and says yes. And don't forget, folks, check out the Vineyard Chicks, because they did a nice video from Uncle Al about his mail call box. And I sent that to the littlest one, Bunko or Bunky.
I have a video coming out tomorrow that y'all might find informative.
Yeah. Oh, I am going to step on the edge here with monetization for this video. All right, there's Martha's link there. That's her channel, and you can find her video in I think it was last week, maybe it was earlier this week that she did
last week, and Hubble's Cat does a tribute to it.
Yeah. All right. Over Dave's shoulder there, you'll see something sitting on the desk there. That is not a firearm. That is a pre-charged pneumatic air. And right now, it is not classified as by any government.
Right, because it's a precision. Yeah.
Well, we're not even going to get into
froze. Precision sports device.
It boils down to the amount of energy delivered upon impact.
Mm-hmm. And so they have been actually. Hatsan has them up to 68 caliber on the rifle. Actually, I saw an ad for one, but I can't find out who's carrying it. An 85 caliber one.
It's not. That's a dream. There's a 72 caliber that is manufactured that is over $2,000.
Yeah,
but when that one's used, it's strong enough to take down a bear.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and it's also as loud as a true 50 BMG.
Yeah. And so these pre-charged pneumatics are great for taking down varmints, small game for food.
Yeah, any kind of nuisance.
Yeah. The two-legged polecat, or the two-legged skunk, if you prefer. That's not supposed to be on your property. But yeah, so you can, what I'm saying is they're not. There's no paperwork on it, no trail.
That's not a toy, folks.
It's not a toy, but it's still classified as a toy. So with that,
and just so it's not an issue, no, you can do this. I've checked. This is also CO2 powered.
Yeah.
It is a training device, hence the name T4E, training for engagement. This is a training device. It is not a firearm. It is CO2 powered for training. It is listed as a paintball gun, which is perfectly fine as far as YouTube is concerned. This, I have a video with some upgrades to this tomorrow.
Okay.
Night CR. Everybody's slipping out.
Including pepper balls. And,
if you can find them for this caliber.
Yeah, and the rubber bouncy things that go bounce, bounce, bounce after you shoot them.
These don't bounce. These are steel impregnated rubber balls.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, with the way I have this set up right now, it'll hurt.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. And I just want to remind everybody, stay happy no matter what's going on around you. Stay safe, stay prepared, and up your preps. All right.